Think about the typical modern football icon. They are often built like sprinters. They rely on explosive pace, overpowering strength, and a loud, aggressive presence on the pitch to dominate their opponents. Now look at Andrés Iniesta. Growing up in the small Spanish village of Fuente Albilia, he was the exact opposite. He was a quiet, physically slight 12-year-old who easily blended into the background. But as soon as he stepped onto a pitch, local coaches noticed an absolute anomaly. Older, bigger kids tried to take the ball from him, and they simply couldn't. He always seemed to know exactly where every player was standing before he even received a pass. Because he couldn't rely on muscle to bully past defenders, he began to master the space between them instead. This quiet focus on geometry allowed him to remain untouchable, laying the groundwork for a style of play where mental processing would matter more than a player's size. That unique ability caught the attention of FC Barcelona, but joining their famous La Masia academy meant a painful sacrifice. At 12 years old, he had to leave his parents behind, moving hundreds of miles away and often crying himself to sleep from severe homesickness. The academy environment was highly competitive, designed to weed out weakness. Iniesta survived by retreating into the game itself. He barely spoke, choosing instead to refine his passing and his first touch until they were completely flawless. While bigger players relied on their legs, Iniesta relied on his mind. He processed the geometry of the pitch far faster than anyone could run, constantly mapping out 2 or 3 optimal passing routes before the ball ever reached his feet. His progress through the youth ranks served as living proof of a specific concept. Supreme mental processing speed and spatial intelligence could effectively neutralize physical disadvantages. Everything aligned when Pep Guardiola took over as Barcelona's manager. Guardiola brought a philosophy that prioritized intelligence, constant movement, and absolute precision over individual athleticism. The world came to know this system as tiki-taka. It required complete trust among players, demanding that they constantly shift without the ball to form unbroken chains of passing against any defense. Within this intricate machine, Iniesta operated as the vital engine. Alongside Xavi Hernández and Lionel Messi, he sat directly in the center of the storm, instantly threading the ball through the tiniest microscopic gap. His trademark first touch wasn't flashy, it was entirely practical. He used it deliberately to eliminate rushing defenders in a fraction of a second, turning moments of intense, suffocating pressure into sudden, wide-open attacking opportunities. Guardiola's system turned individual movement into a collective force. Barcelona demonstrated that a team could control professional football simply by keeping the ball moving faster than any opponent could possibly chase it. The result of this tactical shift was absolute domination across Europe. Barcelona secured consecutive La Liga titles and hoisted multiple Champions League trophies, suffocating the best teams on the continent. On the biggest, highest-stakes nights under the intense lights of massive stadiums, the pressure seemed to have an inverse effect on Iniesta. While everyone else rushed in a panic, he appeared to have extra seconds on the clock, calmly surveying the chaos. This sustained run of trophies cemented Barcelona as arguably the greatest club side in history, and the entire system was built around a quiet, unassuming midfielder who orchestrated every move. By 2010, the Spanish national team had adopted this exact possession style, carrying the immense pressure of an entire nation hoping to finally shed decades of underachievement at the FIFA World Cup. They battled their way to the final against the Netherlands, a grueling physical match that dragged deep into extra time. Players were completely exhausted, knowing a single mistake would decide history. Then, with minutes left on the clock, a perfectly weighted pass found Iniesta in the penalty box. He maintained his signature composure, took one flawless touch, and struck a powerful shot into the back of the net. That single strike secured Spain's first ever World Championship. It validated his style of play on the ultimate global stage, proving that technical precision could overcome brute force when the stakes were highest. In the modern era of the sport, a World Cup winning goal usually triggers an ego-driven celebration, a moment for the player to demand the world's attention. Iniesta's immediate reaction was entirely different. As the stadium exploded in noise, he pulled off his jersey to reveal a plain white undershirt underneath. Written across it in marker was a message honoring his close friend and fellow footballer, Dani Jarque, who had tragically passed away the year before. In the absolute peak of his professional life, he actively deflected the spotlight away from himself. That singular gesture showed exactly who he was, a remarkably compassionate human being, rejecting the modern cult of ego. His career eventually saw him take the captain's armband at Barcelona, earning standing ovations in the stadiums of bitter rivals, before crossing the globe to share his philosophy with a new generation in Japan. Iniesta's success provided a blueprint for the future of the sport, demonstrating that spatial awareness and technical precision were more than enough to overcome a deficit in size or strength. Final, reflective tone. His story is the ultimate proof that true greatness never requires a loud voice or a demand for the spotlight. It is measured entirely by the undeniable, lasting impact you leave behind when you let your actions speak for you.